Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Montgomery Undercover. I'm Brian Karam. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's not Superman, but in Montgomery County, we have found Batman.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
This right here is a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. The stock is approximately 550 horsepower. With the supercharging system I had put in it takes it up to approximately 700 horsepower. It's all-wheel drive, and in order to take off, you need all-wheel drive. Extremely fast, quite comfortable once you get in, very hard trying to get out.
All right, I'm here with Batman. Most people probably have seen you on TV getting pulled over from Montgomery County Police. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I saw the police officer behind me, and then I saw his lights go on, and I knew he was pulling me over. For what? I wasn't sure. Robin told me, "Batman, you shouldn't do it." But I said, I know. But just for the kids, they'll get a kick out of it with the plates. So we did it. It was amazing, and I hope I touched their lives and brightened their day and raised their spirits as they did for me.
And in our interview previously, you had said when you put on the Bat costume, you become Batman. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that feels like?
Feels like you have a responsibility to do things that are right, and in my case, in Robin's case, when we go to the hospitals to visit the kids in pediatric centers and speak at various schools, that we're sending out a positive, uplifting message. The kids need hope. Every day they wake up, they're fighting for their lives. We take for granted what they have to fight for every single day. Stop sexy. Back to you.
We haven't yet found the Green Goblin or the Joker, but we'll keep you informed in case we do. And now, moving on, in the wild, wacky world of sports, Brandy Sims has the latest. Brandy?
Hey, sports fans. Former All Sentinel football player Avery Graham has left the Maryland football program. The Clarksburg High School graduate recorded 17 tackles in 13 career games as a reserve linebacker and cornerback for the Terrapins. He was also a contributor on special teams. Now over on the recruiting front, Bullets junior guard Anthony Thompson, also known as Ant, has verbally committed to play college basketball at Holy Cross. The 5'10" Thompson averaged 12 points and 4 assists this past season and helped lead Bullets to the IAC championship. Meanwhile, over at the Avalon School in Gaithersburg, junior football standouts Jaquil Vay and Rasheed Ibrahim both picked up scholarship offers from Boston College. Now, it was the first D1 offer for Vay, while Ibrahim currently holds offers from East Carolina and Ohio. And All Sentinel linebacker George Vincent of Damascus recently picked up an offer from Temple and also holds one from Bryant. Congratulations, guys. For the latest sports news, keep it tuned right here and be sure to check us out online at thesentinel.com. I'm Brandy Sims. See you next time.
Thanks, Brandy. And now moving on to Wendy's MedQuest. You know, the big question on campus is after you eat all that pizza and all that chocolate, you're going to get a lot of pimples? Well, you'd be surprised to find out what the answer is, and so were a lot of college students. Wendy.
We decided at Montgomery Undercover it was high time we explained how Wendy's MedQuest works. Each week, we go to some location in Montgomery County and ask random people 3 medical questions. If they know the answer to all 3 questions, they get the opportunity to ask me a medical question, and if they stump me, they win a prize. Prizes change from week to week. This week, we're going to Montgomery College, Rockville campus. True or false? Chocolate and greasy foods like pizza can cause acne.
True.
False.
I do not believe so.
False. Excellent.
True.
False. Yeah, true. DNA is our genetic blueprint.
Yes.
What does DNA stand for?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
2 for 2.
Was it deoxyribonucleic acid?
Oh my god!
Not at all.
Yeah, deoxyribonucleic acid.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know it. It's on the tip of your tongue, I can tell.
I feel deoxy...
Yes?
Some... DNA. I don't know. Deoxynucleic something.
Antibiotics will effectively treat viruses like the flu.
False.
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 Excellent! No.
Very definitely false.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thanks, Wendy. And next week in Wendy's MedQuest, she'll take a look at some of the spring maladies that can overcome all of us. And now, finally tonight, let's take a look at a very serious story. It's made headlines all over the country, and of course, it's divided the nation, and that's the Trayvon Martin shooting down in Florida. I personally think it's a horrible loss anytime a young life is taken. But this case has racial repercussions that has me asking a very important question. As I go through Facebook and Twitter and see the office holders and people in Montgomery County shaking their heads as if it could never happen here, let's take a look at a case that did happen here with no repercussions and no one seemed to care. Okay, fine. You want to play the moral angle? You want to play the race card? You don't have to go any farther than Montgomery County. In fact, you don't have to go any farther than Redland Road right here at Muncaster Mill to play that card. August 1st, 2007. This memorial is to Isai Lopez, a young man one night who was out on his skateboard, slightly after dark, right after happy hour. At that moment, as he skateboarded across this parking lot at what used to be an Exxon station, coming from the other direction was a man who just left happy hour at a nearby bar and had too much to drink. He hit Isai right about there, drove him several feet, then he turned and stopped and looked as Isai lay right in the middle of this pavement. Then he took off. Nobody saw him for 3 days before he turned himself in. Meanwhile, Isai died. His family's last sight and last memory of him is of a swollen head in a coma in Baltimore shock trauma. The man who did it? Well, since he turned himself in 3 days late, he got to fix the car that had run over Isai. There was no trace of alcohol in his system, and the only thing he could be charged with was leaving the scene of an accident. He was a white man, 42 years old. Isai was black, Hispanic youth, 17 years old, bright kid, no money. The white man, with all the money in the world, or at least enough to afford a good attorney, got off and spent a grand total of 6 days in jail. 6 days. Michael Vick got more than that for killing dogs. For killing dogs. 6 days in jail for killing a young man. Where was the moral outrage then? I find it hypocritical that we now have moral outrage for a young man outside of this county and we could muster up none here when it happened here. But the truth of the matter is a life lost is a life lost. And it doesn't matter who killed him, black, brown, white, doesn't matter. It's the life lost. So quit looking at the racial aspect of it and look more at the fact that we lost another life, potentially a very good one. That's what's important. So all I ask is you think about it. The next time there's a tragedy somewhere else in the country, it can happen anywhere, including Montgomery County. That's it for this week's edition of Montgomery Undercover. Remember, look us up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Send us a blog. We don't care. We're everywhere. Love to hear from you. See you next time.